Hey everyone, and Happy New Year. Sorry I'm getting over a cold, so I sound a little hoarse. So, anyways, I just wanted to say Happy New Year to everybody and give everybody an update. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done a video, and I just need to catch you guys up on a bunch of stuff. So, let's see. I have my notes because I have a lot to tell you. So, Monday was week 21, and I had not weighed myself in, really I didn't weigh myself much over the holidays at all. I just kind of kept forgetting and didn't want to focus on that, wanted to focus on having fun. So, for those of you that don't know my story, I started off at 230 pounds in the middle of July. And my surgery was on August 6th of 2012. And in my last video, which was about a little over 2 weeks ago, I was 178.4. And then as of Monday, I was 173.4, which is a huge milestone because at 174, I dropped out of obese into overweight. Never been so happy to be overweight in my life. So that's a huge thing. I know it's just a number, this whole BMI thing, but to have it say that I am I'm no longer obese, that was great. And that was before the new year, so I'm like, I'm never going to be obese again. I can say I was not obese in 2013 and hopefully never will be again. And so that was huge. But let's see. I had a great Christmas with my family. I was a little nervous about going down there because I hadn't seen my folks and I felt like I was going to be under a microscope and everything, but it really went well. It was lots of fun, and it's the little things that really make you feel better. Like my mom, who's a little bit shorter and it's always been a little smaller, like she's just smaller boned. She had all those things that she's like, these are a little bit too big for me, so they should fit you, and they did. They were all like size large things. I took home another ski jacket that I kind of needed a new winter coat because the winter coat I had was like a 3X. It was huge and it was just obnoxious. So I got this, and it's not near as fun as the purple coat I have now. So it was just fun to have her, and then I had a little sweater that I got for Christmas and things like that. So it was just fun to be able to feel normal and not feel like I had to constantly be thinking about, how tired I was or what I was doing. We went up the tram. My parents live in New Mexico in Albuquerque, and we went up the tram and walked along the mountain area up there in the snow for a little bit, and I wasn't tired. I wasn't worn out. It was just fun. We could all enjoy each other. So that was great. And came back from Christmas, and after Christmas, of course, I get a crummy cold that wiped me out I haven't had that bad of a cold in, God, I don't know when. Just blowing my nose constantly. I mean, you can probably still see all my nasty red on my nose. But it was a nasty cold, wiped me out pretty much Thursday, Friday, Saturday, most of Sunday. Finally felt a little bit normal by the end of the day on Sunday. So that was not fun, but it just happens. And I focused on, I had no appetite, and I was worried about not eating enough or not getting in my protein. So I just focused on fluids, and I just drank lots of protein shakes. Basically, I just said, I need to eat something. It's been a couple of hours, so I just, had 2 or 3 protein shakes each day, and just didn't worry about what else I ate besides my vitamins and my water. So, and it didn't affect my weight. Christmas, I ate a ton on Christmas. Most of us did. I didn't eat a ton of food. I just ate a ton of carbs. I think I tried to keep track of it a little bit, the cookies and the pumpkin pie, and, my mom made good stuff, and I was like, I don't get to eat this stuff all the time. So I really didn't want to, deprive myself. I wanted to enjoy her pumpkin pie and her stuffing and all the things that I just don't get to have all the time. So I just kind of gave myself a free pass on Christmas and let myself enjoy the day. and pretty much just, ate carbs and crap all day long. And it didn't seem to affect my weight loss. I was a little tired by the end of the day, but really, I didn't have any trouble the next day getting right back on track and going right back. And I had everything from chocolate to pumpkin pie to stuffing. I was surprised how much stuffing I could actually eat at one time. I did not expect to be able to eat that much stuffing. So clearly stuffing is like a little thing that slides right through. But, it was worth it and didn't trip me up. It just was a fun thing. I could enjoy everybody. And that was the only day of the whole holidays that I splurged like that. The rest of the holidays, I didn't have any trouble just saying no to all the sweets that walked through the door. I just kept on my plan. I didn't even go off it at all. I didn't even take a bite until Christmas, and then I let myself go. So, anyways, I just wanted everybody to know that I really don't think one day is going to make or break it. So, anyways, then New Year's, went to a wedding for the coach of one of the coaches of my girls' gymnastics team. She got married, and she has a son who's like 4. So there was a lot of little kids, and my 7-year-old daughter was there, and we ended up staying until midnight. Really hadn't planned to, but my husband drove separate, and he took my older daughter, who had to go see her boyfriend, home. So Bethany just was having a blast, running around with her little friends, and a couple of the other little gymnastics girls from the team were there, and her other coach, all the coaches were there, and just people that I've known for years through my girls. Lots of parents that we hadn't seen in a while because their girls had graduated from high school, and some of the high school girls that had graduated that were on the high school team. And, it was just fun to see a lot of people. I know a lot of people that hadn't seen me really since my surgery, and got a lot of comments and a lot of compliments, and it was fun. It was interesting. I wasn't sure what to say. I wasn't sure what I would end up saying. And I didn't blast out about weight loss surgery. I really just said, I made a lot of changes. It was time for me to do something big, and I've talked to my doctor, and we just made a lot of changes and did a lot that have made a huge difference, and everybody just really noticed. And and the funny thing is I was dancing with, this is Whisper, by the way. She's purring. I don't know if you can hear her. Anyways, she's very sweet, but she loves me. She's my kitty cat. But towards the end of the night, my daughter, who was only 7, she was getting tired. I mean, literally, she didn't want to be tired because she wanted to stay up till midnight, but she was starting to fall asleep and starting to get really tired, and her feet were getting tired. She's like, I don't want to go to sleep, though. I want to keep, but I can't dance anymore. My feet hurt too much. So I was dancing with her, carrying her, and she's like 58 pounds. And I was holding onto her, carrying her, and dancing at the same time, thinking to myself, oh my gosh, there's no way I could have done this, 56.6 pounds ago? That's how much I've lost overall is 56.6 pounds. She is 58 pounds. So basically, I've lost to Bethany. And that was nice because I could dance with her, and really, my lower back's a little bit tired today from carrying her around, but really it was not that hard, and I really was not that tired, and I was able to do it, and she had fun, and I had fun, and I could dance and didn't get tired and didn't feel like I was standing out as the fat mom. One of my goals is I'm tired of being the fat mom, and I'm going, I'm just the overweight mom now. I'm not the obese mom. So that was cool. So anyways, that was fun, and we rang in the new year, and that was probably one of the best New Years I've had so far. So, looking back on this year, because everybody's been doing reflections of 2012, and I was meant to do a video on Monday, but I just didn't get a chance to do it because we were getting all ready for this wedding, and, I just never had time. So I just was looking back and realizing what a contrast this year has been. The beginning of the year and the first part of the year, I was in such a dark, sad, tired place, and at the beginning of the year, I was thinking about weight loss surgery, but I hadn't really taken the leap of really committing to it, the idea. And one of my best memories, I think, this year is the day, I don't remember what day it was, but it was in March, when it dawned on me that weight loss surgery was a real option that I could consider, and that it was doable, that my insurance could cover it, that I was actually a candidate that could qualify for it, and all those things became a reality. And I realized, you know what, I can have a plan. I can have a plan, and I can get out of this hole that I feel like I've just been sinking into. So that was just a kind of a clarity that hit me all of a sudden. And I could shift my gears and take all that negative energy and just keep telling myself, I've got a plan, I've got a plan. I may not be there yet. I may still feel miserable and tired and uncomfortable and not fit in anything. And my weight had just kept going up recently. You know, I mean, it wasn't going down, so I had to do something. But the other thing I remember is, like, in May, because originally I wasn't going to have my surgery until November because my insurance needed 6 months of surgery of like pre-doctor visits and stuff like that. And then in May I found out that Cigna had switched it to 3 months. So all of a sudden everything could move faster, and it moved from November to August, and the timing was so much better. And it was almost like through this whole getting to surgery and everything that it was meant to happen, because everything that needed to happen did happen, and the timing just fell into place. And if I was sitting there feeling like, oh my God, how am I going to make it to November? I just need to move forward, and I just couldn't go anywhere. And poof, it changed, and anything I needed to happen timing-wise changed. So I don't know, it just felt like it was meant to be. When all the dominoes fall in place, then it just sort of tells you something. Cleaning out my closet. And trying on a bunch of new clothes that somebody gave me, a bunch of new clothes. I think she's sort of a shopping network kind of addict. So she had a whole bunch of clothes that fit me, and I was starting to run out of decent clothes to wear. So I actually had some decent stuff to wear that I really hadn't made an effort to look like I had any style or anything. So that was a lot of fun, and getting rid of 3 huge bagfuls of these old nasty clothes I've had forever, and I'm sick of them because they're huge and they have no shape and they're all faded and falling apart anyway. So that was just kind of a cleansing thing to just okay, done, off with the old, in with the new. And then, really the highlight has been the past couple of weeks between Christmas and New Year's and going to this wedding, and people really now starting to notice I cut my hair, significantly. And then all of a sudden everybody noticed I'd lost weight. So it was like, wow, you're a different person. So anyways, it's just comfortable. It was just comfortable to be in my own skin for the first time in a really long time. But, and then my goals for 2013, I don't really have expectations. I have big goals to get organized, find a new job, hit my goal, and just live life, whatever comes. And that's where I'm at right now. And I want to tell everybody Happy New Year and give you a little update. And Whisper wanted to come and visit with you too, because she's sweet. So anyways, I hope everybody has a Happy New Year and they had a really good time and rang in the new year doing something fun, because we all deserve it. We've been working really hard all year, and whether you had a great 2012 or an awful 2012, 2013 is going to turn around for all of us, because we're all in this together. And I just really love this whole community, and I welcome any new subscribers and questions and whatever people want to ask. And I'm just really enjoying interacting with everybody and connecting with everybody all through this journey. I think it just makes it that much more meaningful, because you're not doing it alone. And people get it. Everybody in this community, you guys get it, and it's wonderful. And I give you big hugs if I could, and I will talk to you guys later.